Hey guys, so I'm here to make a video real quick because this has been on my heart like deeply since yesterday. But this has been an ongoing situation for a while, and I don't know, it's time to address it. Because a lot of us are going to be wondering why our children are freaked up in the head and why our children don't want nothing to do with us. When the time comes, like, you guys are the reason. Okay? So, this is the disclaimer. I am not a perfect mother. I'm not a perfect mom. But I strive to make sure that my kids are taken care of at all times, regardless if I'm not here or not. Okay? And again, I'm not a perfect mom. So lately, and like I said, this has been an ongoing situation, that I'm seeing mothers not doing what they need to do for their children. Like, they're really giving their children the bare minimum, and their children don't ask to be here. Okay? So the fact that these children are around me, I'm seeing what these children have to go through, seeing what these children don't know and stuff. It's very heartbreaking. And then you get the moms that want to talk shit to you or whatever about what you're doing. Like, what? Now, if I start talking shit about what you're not doing, you're going to look at me like I'm crazy, okay? But these children are going to grow up and don't know nothing because they're not being taught anything, okay? The schools don't teach you nothing. So let's put that out there. It all starts with a household, that's the mom's responsibility. And it really dawned on me that was my responsibility to teach my children educational things. Okay, because again, the school doesn't teach you everything. Like, mind you, I taught my kids stuff, but it wasn't until the pandemic. Like, it really hit me because I wanted to homeschool my kids. I taught my kids how to read. I taught my kids how to do the basic math. I taught my kids certain stuff in life things, right? And it's not being taught. Like, people are really, like, literally dressing up their children and calling it a day and saying, hey, I'm a mom. Like, listen, I don't knock moms at all. Like, we all do what we're supposed to, but there has to be a line that's drawn. There has to be a line that's drawn, because at the end of the day, your kid is going to grow up and they're not going to know anything. Now, I've known mothers that don't take care of their kids, and their kids grow up and then they have some type of I wouldn't even say defect, like they just can't do certain things. And have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, damn, this is something that I didn't do, this is why my child can't do this, X, Y, and Z? Did they get mad at the child, want to talk junk about the child? Like, that doesn't make sense. You're the reason why they can't do the half of the that they need to do, because of you fell short in some type of department. Now, granted, okay, your kid didn't get it, okay, but half of the time it's not being taught, but you're talking about your child. Now, I'm saying this too because I have an autism child. She's autistic. 2-year-old child. 2-year-old little girl. Okay? I'd be damned, because I didn't hear a lot of kids, they're nonverbal and all this other stuff. I'd be damned if my autistic child doesn't know nothing, that she's nonverbal, she doesn't talk. Because in my eyes, that just looks like you're not teaching your child anything. Like, she goes to her basic therapies and whatnot, twice out the month, and I'm running the show. I'm the one who diagnosed my daughter with autism. They're just confirming it, basically. I pay attention to my children. And the fact that, I'd be damned, like I said, I'd be damned that my child doesn't come up in this world and don't know nothing because of me. It doesn't make sense. And I have 2 older children, and I have a little baby boy, okay? And I be damned if they grow up and they don't know nothing. I obviously learned from what I've seen mothers, how they're taking care of their children. And like I said, I be damned. And it's sad. It's sad, and most of the mothers get mad because the child gravitates toward me, because I take the time to understand what a child needs and what a child wants, okay? And these mothers don't do that. And it breaks my heart because I have my own children, and I can't take care of every child that runs in front of me. But I honestly, what are we doing? Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. And I feel bad because I have children of my own that I have to tend to, and I can't take care of every child that I run into because damn, I'll have a whole damn fucking foster home and shit. So, I don't know. Like, mothers, I don't know. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all have to do better. Like, I understand the trauma, childhood trauma. You don't know what you're doing because your mother didn't know what you're doing. Okay, do not use it as an excuse. Take care of your children. Take care of your children. Be there for your children mentally. Be there for them emotionally. Be there for them spiritually. Shit is real out here. When your child gets out in the real world, they're not going to know what to do. They're out here fending. That's why they jump onto drugs and sex and everything, because they're not getting what they need at home. And that's where it starts. And that's exactly where it starts. Now, like I said, I am not perfect by far, but I will make sure that my children are taken care of in those 3 departments: mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and physically. Because again, kids is just not something that you can just dress up and have them go out there. No, start taking care of your children when nobody else is looking, because that's what you guys are feeling. When nobody's looking, are you taking care of your child or your children? When nobody's looking. Like, I never in my life, like, I've seen it, but it didn't like dawn on me until I moved to Charlotte. Like, this is really what's going on. What's really, really going on. And like, just for one instance, I can say this situation because I no longer speak to the woman anymore. So before I left to Charlotte, I stayed with her. She volunteered me to stay with her because I was scared to move to Charlotte, to be honest. I didn't know what the hell, but I knew I was supposed to go. But I ended up staying with her. Now, she worked. Her husband was a stay-at-home dad. They had 2 children, a little girl and a little boy. The little boy was a baby at the time. And obviously, I had my 2 children, and it was just me, and I was around them, and the little girl seen how I was treating my children. So obviously, she gravitated towards me, and I was there for her when I could be. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't take everybody's kid now. But, she gravitated toward me. And the mama wasn't really home, but the husband was home. So, the husband didn't say nothing. Like, the girl is getting something that she doesn't have. So, the mom caught wind of it. The mom didn't like it, obviously. Okay? And she felt some type of way. That has nothing to do with me. I'm just doing what I can because God puts me in people's life for a reason. Okay? Even though, things didn't work out how I was supposed to, He put me in that little girl's life for a reason. And for the mom to realize that, that what she was doing wasn't it. So, again, listen, I have plenty, like a list, a scroll, whatever you want, of little kids that come around me and they gravitate towards me because I nurture my children. Okay? And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a nurture from a mom figure. And it breaks my heart. It really does. Like, and that if I can help mom open their eyes and see, like, damn, like, maybe I'm not doing maybe I'm not doing what I'm really supposed to be doing for my children, and my children are just something that's here, you know, for what reason I'm not sure, but y'all have to do better. I know kids that don't call their mom. They call them by their real name. Like, whoa, what? I wish Melanie, Kai, Germany, and PJ would call me by my real name. I wish. Not after everything that I do and make sure that they have. At the end of the day, you call me by my real name. Absolutely not. And I've seen this growing up. Like, how the hell can you call your mom by her real name? Like, even though I have my mama issues, I still never call her Terry. I may call her Miss Parks, but I don't call her Terry. You get what I'm saying? But it's just a respect thing. Obviously, there's some gap in there that's missing. The reason why your child's calling you by your real name. But, again, mothers, it's time. Because your kids are going to go out there into the real world. They're not going to know what the hell to do. They're just not. And I wanted to say this too. Like, my son, smartest kid I know, Makai, smartest kid I know, he told me that he's not ready to go, live out and move out when he's 18. My kids do not have to move out when they turn 18. Okay? But the fact that he told me that, I'm not ready. And I don't want to, I get my children ready for their endeavors that, that they're about to go through. But the fact that he said that he's not ready. And I know that it's my job not to push him off the porch because he's not ready. My job is to teach him. And, me and Pat talked about it. We're okay as long as you're staying with us and you have a job. Obviously there's stipulations to that. But teaching my children what they need to know. Even the basics of how to clean up. How to clean up after themselves. How to be respectful when I'm not there. Like, kids will be kids, yes. But at the end of the day, you will have something embedded in your head. Oh, my mom won't. No. My mom, no. My dad, no. Has to be. But it's very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. Again, because I have an autistic child and she doesn't even act half the way that the kids act nowadays that I see. My daughter is smart as hell. Okay, like, just because she has autism don't mean nothing at all. But I see these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The list go on. Walking around here dumbfounded. And it's all because it starts at home. Okay? I swear I just wanted to get this off my chest because it hurts so bad to see. Like, there should be no reason why your child's not talking. Oh my gosh. Let me just stop. Okay? But moms, do better. Okay? Disclaimer, I'm not a perfect mom. I'm not a perfect mother. But my children will know. I did not grow up in a perfect household with a perfect mom and a perfect dad, but I'm not using that as an excuse to why my child doesn't know anything. And why they're not succeeding at the level that they should be and beyond that. Not using that as an excuse. So, I understand childhood trauma. Yes, it will kick your ass. But that's time to heal. It's time. For your child. Because they did not ask to be here. They didn't ask to be here. So I hold it responsibility as my duty. My responsibility to be there for my child. My children. At all times. To the day I die. That's my job. I'm here. I got you. Something I didn't have and I don't have. I can't call one of my parents. I could if he's in a better situation. But I can't call my parents and be like, hey, I need this because da. Just won't work like that. So I'm changing it. I'm changing the dynamic. I'm changing the cycles. I'm breaking the generational curses. I'm doing this. Again, mothers, do better.